Um, what's going on, people? Your boy, man, Mike here, coming at you guys with the live Q&A session. A little conversation piece that I probably um just get off my chest. To be honest, and we kind of went in it a little bit last night, but like I said, this is one of them things that uh hold on one second. Sorry about that. But it's one of those sessions that I probably needed it to I probably needed at some point to address uh at some point needed to address, but you know, as a newly, I won't even say newly, but a person that's on a different journey, you know, one thing I try to do, I try my best to keep um I try my best to try to keep behind the scenes issues behind the scenes. Just how I grew up. You know what I'm saying? If you got some shit as um if you got stuff that you're trying to, it just you're trying to resolve and you done everything that you possibly could to resolve to resolve the right way. Um, because I'm a man of faith and I believe in if you got an issue with somebody, you go to that person and y'all try to talk about it, whether it's hostile, whether it's cordial, whatever the case may be, that you try to speak on it with that person. Okay? With that person. And and for the most part, I think we've done a wonderful job of doing exactly that. Um, to those people who were involved in a lot of things past, miscommunications, whatever the case may be, uh, certain things just didn't go as we initially uh planned, or I wouldn't say necessarily planned, but things just look, things change. People have different visions and different things, different routes they want to go, which is fine. But like, look, I'm a Summer Hill born, Atlanta born, West Side, East Side, South Side. Look, I've lived everywhere in Atlanta. I'm a true AT alien, and it's just certain shit that we do by the code of these streets, by the code of just on some real man shit that you keep to yourself, that you try to keep to yourself. And this is gonna be some Falcon football talk, so y'all can throw some questions in there. But this is speaking directly to um this person. This person knows exactly who he is. All right. He's doing everything in his he's doing everything in his power to try to get me to respond in the way that he wants me to respond. And I see no reason to do that. And this guy is who everybody he called himself home team with Blackberry. You finally got exactly what you wanted. You wanted my attention. You got it. You wanted a face to face type of, well, let me rephrase that. You wanted a live spectacle where Mike loses his complete shit over a football, personal, whatever the case may be. You wanted a one-on-one sparring with me. This is what you wanted. And I'm being real when I say this. I'm very much a changed man. I'm very much a changed man. And I still stick to what I said to you because as a man, fuck a man of faith, fuck a man of pettiness, bullshit, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be. I went to you about said issue. I went to you about said issue. I went to everybody that allegedly had a whatever the case may have taken something that I've done, said in the past. I've actually had a one-on-one conversation with these people. Even the people that you don't often see a lot on our platform. I went out my way to try to make things right. Whether we talked like that or whether we cool or not. Yeah, I still try to do that. But this is what happens when you got somebody that is unhappy with themselves. They point the finger at you and say, you're the problem. You unhappy with yourself because you didn't take advantage of the opportunity that was given to you. You did this to yourself, Mr. Blackberry. You did this to yourself. We all look you dead in your eye, and when you were having hard times, we said, hey, I think this is what you should do. This is the way you should do. Hey, I would stop this if I were you. You looked at all of us and repeated to yourself, I got it. Me and my team, we got it. I'm good over here. It's you. You did this. You did this to yourself. You lost certain aspects of things. You did. You did this because you didn't want to take heed to what we offered out of the kindness of our heart. You did this to yourself. You did this. We offered a home for you to be able to put so you can be seen, so you can brush up your skills because we brought you in because we felt like you had some sort of talent. We don't bring anybody in with Atlanta Falcons, Nation, AFN, Mad Mike Sports, Unholy Lines. We don't bring anybody in if we don't truly believe in them. We don't see some sort of talent in them. We don't do that. I don't waste people's time. If I think you fucking suck, I think y'all know me by now. Mr. Home Team. Everybody in this chat, y'all know this by now. Y'all seen me in these streets. Y'all seen me at these in these at the game. AFN. Y'all seen me in it. Y'all see. We exactly who we say we are. We are exactly who we say we are. You did this to yourself. You did not follow the rules. You did not follow the rules. And I'm not talking about Mad Mike's rules. You didn't follow YouTube rules and you lost yourself. When we constantly offered advice for you. We did this. So, and again, this is the man of God. This has been, I've been trying to I've been doing everything I could possibly do to stay away from this type of stuff. Keep inside issues. Like I said, one thing I do know, it's like God never told us that life would be easy, especially when you're giving, there are consequences for good actions and bad actions. And unfortunately, when you have a kind heart, Well, some people are going to try to take advantage. Some people are going to try to take advantage of the situation, and some people going to want to do things under their own personal terms, but they want to do it on your watch without taking in consideration that these are your platforms. They don't want to take your advice. They don't want to do things the way that you want to do because we have rules and regulations. For example, Jude is a man of God, just like I am. Juan is a man of God. Jude doesn't like certain language when he's on the show. I respect that as a man. And I say, all right, I'm gonna do my best. Jude kind of like, hey Mike, it's all good. Just keep it at a low. I already know. He a man about it. I'm a man about it. We come to that conclusion. Hey, this is still a struggle for me, and I'm gonna do my best, Jude. But I talk to this man, like an adult, and I don't try to take things publicly. So not that not that it like I said, not to put that out there, but like this is like seven. This is I've had about 10 people in the last week and a half hit me up saying this dude continues to try to put my name in the dirt. I don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that's what you're doing. Why? It don't matter to me, bro. Because when I look in the mirror, I can say to myself, I'm me. When I look in the mirror, I can say, I tried to give this dude an opportunity with the platform that God has blessed me with. Because that's what it is. It's a blessing from God. God gave me this platform to be able to share my influence and to meet some of my heroes, the Chuck Smith, the Terrence Mathis, the Mike Turners, the Uwe Muhaley, like all these guys. He blessed me with this opportunity. So guess what I do? I use our platforms to do the same thing for somebody else. But you got people like this that continues to go about he's going out his way, you guys, to try to get Mike to act like a complete and utter idiot and argue, fuss, and fight over sports because he has a personal issue with himself. This ain't about me. This ain't about me. This is not about Kev. This is not about whether I like him or not or none of that shit. Because like I said before, we use our platform to help other people. We use our platform to help other people find their voice. You see Young Knight, you see Jay Knight, he's another one of the guys that's been on here. You see one of our newest brotherins that's been around there for a couple years or so, and fresh doing his thing, coach and doing their thing, and we use our platform. We use our platform to uplift people, to give people an opportunity to voice their opinion. Yeah, we're a little bit over the top, but there's never been one conversation about whether or not I don't see anything good in a BlackBerry. But for over 2 years, almost 3 years, this guy has made it up in his mind that he's going to start a war with me. He's made up his mind that he's going to be the one that goes one on one and fight Mad Mike. He's made it up in his mind that we are going to box. He's made it up in his mind that we're going to fight. I am his enemy. He has made it up in his mind that 6 man, K Styles, we are going to fight one on one on a live show. He's made this. And I thought, like I said, and to be honest, this will never be over. This is just the way of the world. But like I said, people, when people, I pride myself on being candid. I pride myself on being honest. And people continue, continue over and over and over again to ask me, man, why this man keep calling? Why you keep calling y'all out? Because he's made up in his mind that I am his enemy. He's made up in his mind that this is what it is. I am his enemy. Not gonna mention exactly who that person is that got in touch with him because he's avoiding me at all costs. If it's not a live show, he avoids me at all costs. All costs. He avoids all of us at all costs. No one-on-one conversation whatsoever. Never. We try to talk it out. Guess what he does? He runs for the hills. This man runs faster than Muhammad Ali in the ring. He runs faster than any sprint. And I'm talking about Usain Bolt. He runs for the hills every chance that he gets because he wanted to make this a public spectacle. And how I'm built and how I was raised, you talk to a man one-on-one. We don't do this. If we got a real personal issue, if we have a real personal issue, we talk to each other behind the scenes one-on-one. Nope. He came on our live show against my own personal. K Styles decided he pulled an executive move where he has that right because he's just as important. It probably, he's just as important to Mad Mike Sports to get Mad Mike Sports to 10K than I am. And K Style decided he wanted to do that. I sat back and I said, okay, let's do this. Let's have a conversation. But he made it up in his mind. And you can go back and listen to the live show yourself. He said, I wanted personally to talk about it off the air. And he said, why? So you can go back and lie behind the scenes? So, sir, you did this to yourself. You called on 4 people that I can think of on the top of my head that you did this. You told these people you have an issue with me. You did this. So instead of actually having a conversation, you wanted every opportunity to create a Falcons beef because of something personal that you've done. If you don't believe in yourself, that's on you. I can personally tell you right now, I can personally tell you, do I have a personal issue with them? Now I do. Because now you're going out of your way to try to get in touch with people that we've patched things up. I patched things up with these people. You're going out of your way to have conversations with these people. And like I said, I don't know. Eyes and ears everywhere. You went out of your way to have a personal conversation with these people, Mr. Blackberry, Mr. Home Team. You went out of your way to contact these people to tell you, well, Mike, I personally I don't know what he said to these people, but I do know for sure that you had these conversations with these people. I do know that for sure. You went out of your way. You went out of your way to do this, Mr. Home Team with Blackberry. And shout out to his channel. Y'all go support him. You went out of your way to contact people that we allegedly have beef with, and what we personally went out our way to squash these things with these men, and these men have done exactly that. All the people that we allegedly had issues with, they've been a man of their word. We're good. Let's make this fire ass content. Let's make this fire ass content. That's what we focus on. But I, I, I just find it very unfortunate that somebody with a lot of potential has so much hate in their heart, so much jealousy and envy in their heart, that they're trying to go out of their way, word for word, bar for bar. If you want me to be an enemy, let's get it. Let's make me. I'm your enemy now. I'm your enemy now. Well, I'm your enemy. Let's get it. Let's go it. These are your words, sir. If you want to be an enemy, let's make it. I'm an enemy now. These are your words, sir. So it is something that I thought about. Because like I said, I'm raised different. I don't know how everybody else raised. But we were all raised, if you got a man, either you going to knuckle up or you going to shut the fuck up. That's it. If you're not going to knuckle up, fight, or you're not going to talk about it, shut up. If you want to be an enemy, you got yourself an enemy. I'm going to make somebody that I put on my network that I thought had potential. I'm going to put somebody on my something that we built. 6-Man K Styles, Maggie T, everybody that's ever been affiliated with Mad Mike Sports, Atlanta Falcon Nation. I'm going to put this on this person just so I can tear them down and beat them up and try to make them an enemy. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So if you want to be an enemy, let's do it. Let's get it. Y'all see every chance he get. This dude has been with every person in the last couple of months. Everybody that we've had a quote unquote issue with, he's tried to become best friends with them just so he can try to put our name in this. And like I said, one thing I personally believe in, look, bro, if I did some fucked up shit, oh, believe me, God gonna punish Mad Mike. If I did something wrong, God is gonna deal with me. Believe that. I don't have to go out of my way to make sure that I crap on and and crap on people that I allegedly have an issue with. I don't have to do that. We focus on the sports over here. But you want to make an enemy? You want to make an enemy? Let's get it, people. Let's get it. Let's get on live show so we can talk about this. You didn't like me from the very beginning. Nah, I did. We give everybody opportunity. I like what I saw. I thought you had some talent, so we brought you over for that. But as things went on, people get a taste of what is perceived to be what is perceived to be fame. It started getting to their head, and some people don't know. Some people don't know how to deal with attention. Some people aspire to get certain attention. I love this football shit. I love what I'm doing. I grew up doing this. Most of y'all have grown up doing this. But I feel right now, me personally, this is the first time that I'm bringing this shit out. Don't like bringing personal shit. behind the scenes things to the forefront. It's not necessary. We can just agree to disagree. Now, once have I told these people not to mess with you, not to go on your channel. He don't know what the hell he talking about. You never heard that come out of my mouth from him. But time and time again, man, Mike told you so. Time and time again, man, Mike is being said, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But like I said, what is perceived to be fame or whatever the attention, I don't care. Whatever people perceive that this platform to be successful, whatever. All I know is I'm blessed. God blessed me with this opportunity to be able to be, a fan, enjoy what I'm doing, and make a little bit of change and meet some of my heroes of all teams. But time and time again, and K Styles, like I said, had a talk with K Styles. I had a talk with Warren, OG, both of the OGs. And they told me time and time again, Mike, you need to handle this. You just need to go. You just need to go spank this dude one time. You just need to go on your platform and just give them the business. Every last one of them have told me, yeah, Mike, you a better man than me because I would have been on said this. I would have been. They said they would have been done this. And the crazy part about it, D, I don't need to go on the pit. The pit has been on my part. Like this is the crazy part of all about this. Why do I need to go on his channel when you're literally using the things that we've built? You're on my platform. Let me say this again. Let me say this. Engine number. What's going on, pimp? Why should I have look? This think about this for a second. Put yourself in my shoes. If I allow someone to go live anytime and say anything on a platform that I built personally, that Maggie T is officially running herself because me and K Styles kind of stepped back from our duties at AFN, but she's running that full time. But this is a platform that we built. We built that. We all built that. But it's the Maggie T show on AFN right now, which was all the plan. But you're using the platform that we built while being so hostile towards a guy that gave you opportunity to hone your craft. We gave you an opportunity to hone your craft, just like Lieutenant Dan gave me the opportunity to hone my craft. LD, opportunity. LaDonna, she did the NFL report. Like, she gave me an opportunity to hone my craft. But instead of you understanding, like, hey, bro, there's more than one way to support somebody. There's more than one way to support somebody. More than one way to support somebody. And we've done our fair share. So this is something that he asked for. He asked for this. He asked for a response and to go to war, quote unquote, go war to Mad Mike. Even when I've seen him in public, it's none of that same energy. It's never the same energy. It's how you doing. Hey, you want a drink? It's all cordial. But as soon as them lights come on, as soon them YouTube live things started blinking, that's when the public spectacle starts to happen. The public spectacle started to happen. And anybody who know me, who's seen me in real life, know that this is us all day, every day. All day, every day, this is what we are. So again, there are things and people that you've communicated with, and you know who those people are. The people that are closest to you. Instead of you having a conversation with me, you send these people to me. So we've done everything. And like I said, I'm only speaking on this because I'm not going to address this dude no more. I really wish. One of the things I always said at Mad Mike Sports, please, if you think I'm wrong about something, make a live show, make a video, and get in my ass. I'm not soft at all. But when you start trying to get at my personal character, going and trying to undo situations because you want to see what you want to see me quote quote expose. Like, look, like I said, ain't no bigger exposer in the world than God. If I'm wrong, God will make sure that I get exactly what I asked for. So you can try to expose whatever you want, but I tell people all the time, the shit that come out of my mouth, yeah, my mama been embarrassed. my my uncles, my aunts, they been embarrassed. They been embarrassed. Okay, my uncle and my family been embarrassed about the shit that I say. So I don't know what more you can do to try to quote unquote expose me and expose what we do. This is who we are. We men around here. We men of faith. We men of morals. Shit, we immoral at times, but it is what it is. So, like I said, it's the last time I'm gonna speak on No Sweeter the Juice, aka Mr. Blackberry, home team with Blackberry. There's nothing I won't say to your face that I have not already said. I have no reason whatsoever to have a conversation with you outside of Atlanta Falcons Nation business. None. Because you will not, have not even welcomed me, K Styles, Juan, or anybody in your world. You want us to go on your show and argue and fight and fuss. And I think our content has grown since then. I think we've grown since then. And like I said, there are times where we gonna have, there are times where we gonna talk a lot of a gang of shit. That's what we do. And we gonna get crazy. Shit, you see the minister, Jew, he get crazy. So it's gonna be out, but you gonna see that every once in a while. What man, Micah? That's what I do. But I have no reason to talk to a guy that wants to talk about me on live air. But when I approach him, is man, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I don't know what you're talking about. I never said anything. But one, two, three, four, five people, six people, seven people, eight people keep coming to me saying you said something about this. And then I get you on I see a live show and you still going back. A whole 3 months later after you said it was done. You said it was done. Three weeks later. And I already know what the rebuttal gonna be. Well, y'all keep talking about me. We're not, sir. We good. We're good. We're absolutely good. So every year with Mad Mike Sports, this is what happens. And it really ain't. It's not as bad as people think it is. We just got a bunch of look. We just got a coward within the group. We just got a coward that's in the group that is not very creative for himself, and he just needs to focus on himself to find those creative juices. He need to have he need a conversation with God, or watch some cartoons or watch movies, because that's where a lot of our inspiration come from. Because we actually focus on ourselves and what we like, and then we try to bring that to entertainment. So that's what we do. So Blackberry, the home team was Blackberry, because I know this is what you was asking for. You wanted to be plugged. You wanted a little bit of attention. You got it, sir. But I don't have any harsh feelings. I don't have any anger or resentment pinned up to you. I just know fuck shit. I know bitch shit when I see it. And I stay away from bitches. I stay away from hoes. I don't do hoe shit. I try not to fuck hoes, but every once in a while, everybody done had a hoe that done scrape through the cracks. Everybody done had a hoe before. Oh, you thought this was gonna be my girlfriend? Yeah, you done had the hoe. Everybody done had. Look, they done been through their whole phase. Everybody done been through their whole phase. But I don't do hoe shit. I don't argue with grown men about personal issues on live here. We talk ball. It get heated, but we're getting angry at the conversation of football, not personal issues. I don't rock that way. Either we gonna talk or knuckle up. I prefer to talk. I don't prefer to knuckle up. For one, I'm too old. I'm just gonna, crack a kneecap or something. I ain't rolling around. Look, I'm 40, boy. I ain't rolling around with no young nigga on no ground. That ain't happening. But that's not what we stand for over here. So we're gonna continue to uplift all these content creators so far. Like I see a lot of people doing their thing. A1, Chris, I see Smitty, Dustin, shout out to Yuri. He been, a huge hot fan. Mario, Eric, shit. One time for the fan, Birdcage, LLC, Ryan. Like, it's so many people doing their thing, but it's a lot of hoe niggas that try to keep up bullshit when we just want to do content. It's a lot of hoe niggas out here that try to do hoe ass shit and try to keep up fight instead of just understanding, bro, it's a difference of opinion. It gets heated in the barbershop. Where the hoes at? It's a lot of hoes that do a lot of hoe shit, and instead of letting it go and just saying, bro, we just don't get along. We don't get along, bro. It's family members I don't get along with. That don't mean I hate them and I want to see the nigga, see him, like, I don't want to see him succeed. Succeed, my nigga. Succeed, nigga. I don't have to work with you. I don't have to like you to want to see a motherfucker succeed. But we got these whole ass nigga that want to go out their way to try to go out their way to try to expose you. Bro, look, only thing I fear is God himself. I don't fear no motherfucker. I fear God. Niggas out here trying to expose niggas because, oh, you don't like the way I said this, or you don't think I'm right. It's your prerogative. But stop trying to expose motherfuckers. Stop trying to take what motherfuckers, because you don't know what somebody else did to build a platform. You don't know the work ethic that went in and what they do to build a platform. So I would never tell a motherfucker not to fuck with somebody content because I don't like it. That's some whack ass shit. I don't have to go out of my way. I don't have to go out of my way to say, man, I don't like that Smitty point. You know what I'm saying? Smitty is a piece of shit. I don't have to go out my way to do that. I go to Smitty channel. If I disagree with something, I go to the channel, write it, say, hey man, look, damn, I don't know about this. I think I'm gonna do my own version of that. But good video anyway, if we disagree. And as content creators, we can just disagree and say, hey man, look, I'm gonna make my own version of it. Bam. That'd be it. But you going out of your way to go and have conversations with people that you know that despise us. Look, like I said, I don't do hoe shit. All right. Look, I'm done with hoes. I'm done with hoes and I'm done with hoe shit. So I know that went a little bit long, but Blackberry, he's been wanting some attention, y'all. And I finally, after 2 years, spoke on something that he's been wanting me to say for 2 years. He wants me to come out and say, Mad Mike got something against him. Mad Mike don't like him. And that's so far from the truth. But that's his belief. That's his own personal belief. All I can be is real. All I can be is say what I feel. And like I said, you was on my platform. You was on Maggie's platform. You was on K-Styles' platform. We open our doors for you to create to kind of be around people that have creative minds, get ideas, and we brought you in to our family because we saw something in you. But that's on you, pimp. It's how what you do from this point on to get the opportunity. We can only provide you with the opportunity. You the one who got to do something with it. If you don't do nothing with it, that ain't my fault. Oh, it ain't my fault. So there you go, Mr. Home Team Blackbeard, and anybody else that think that this is about them, it ain't got nothing to do with y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with y'all. This is him personally, okay? So anybody feel like they hit, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I'm talking to Mr. Home Team. So throw them questions in there, y'all. So throw your boy some questions in there. So y'all can send this link to Mr. Home Team. What do you see? What do you see from this team over the next 13 games? Oh shit. I'm week to week because like I said, they got to show me. We've had a few good games, but we had some poor games where we should have played a lot better offensively. I want to see the passing game continue and the wide receivers, Darnell Mooney's and whatnot. These guys had close to 2 weeks, a little bit going over 2 weeks because the Monday got a Monday night game, Bills. So they got um a bit of time to go. They got a little bit of time to get things, but I'm focused on the wide receiving core. Get it. I saw it a little bit this past week. Obviously with Drake London. I think Kyle Pitts is doing a wonderful job at tight end. And then occasionally he's split out wide as a wide receiver. So I think outside of Bijan Robinson, like Kyle Pitts has been one of the unsung heroes of this Atlanta Falcons offense. So I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be working at looking at Mooney, me in particular, because if he doesn't play better than what he been doing, and like I said, I get all he hasn't had time and all that type of stuff, but he need to step it up. He need to step it up. We need a number two receiver outside of Drake, and we need it bad. We need him to do that. We need him to step it up. Period. Point blank. So that's what I'm focused on. Defensively, that'd be all right. I think defensively, they'll pretty much be they'll be all right. Do you think Falcons are beating the Bills Monday night? I mean, I think so. I mean, if you keep them from running the ball well and stop Josh Allen, I mean, I don't think defensively they're that great. I really don't think they're that good. Is Algier better than Bijan? Home team said he was. I mean, anybody that think Tyler Algier better than Bijan Robinson is better, like, come on. Come on, bro. Like, look, this man leads the league in all purpose yard. Money talk, bullshit walk. And this is no slight at Tyler Algier because, you know, Uncle Louis Algier, he watches a lot of our shows and everybody shows Falcons. He's very much of a, but I think, Tyler Algier has a place with the Atlanta Falcons, and he can put up 1,200 yards just like Bijan Robinson. But the thing that set Bijan Robinson apart is for one, he's a better pass blocker, pass protector. Two, he's just a playmaker. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. He can make people miss. Those are the things that Tyler Algier can't do. Bijan is special. Bijan is special. And Tyler Algier, he's a 1,500-yard back. He can easily do that. If he's the main back, he can be a 1,500-yard back. He has that talent. But to say Tyler is better than Bijan, like, come on, bro. I don't think anybody believes that Tyler Algier. Some people just have a preference for backs that run with power. And I think that's the case with a lot of people when it comes down to favoring Tyler Algier over Bijan. You just have a preference. Now, I don't see the Falcons signing anybody because they're not even using wide receiver that we have on the team. We not we got I mean, we starting to use Casey Washington a little bit more wide receiver, but like Nick Nash and all those guys, like we not even seeing Chris Blair. Like we barely using Chris Steele and all these guys that we got on the roster. So like, what's the point of bringing in another wide receiver for us not to use them? But as far as the deadline, the trade deadline, nah, I don't see nothing happening. I don't see anything happening. Something could happen, but I don't see anything happening. There's no excuse for us to come out flat next Monday when you had 2 weeks to prepare and watch film. But if we do come out flat, where do you see the rest of the season? I mean, Falcons always come out flat offensively. Defensively kind of give us strong. We just got to get better at coming out with a little bit more fire on the road as well as at home, coming out the gate flat. We gotta be consistent. And I think it starts with our wide receivers. Our wide receivers is not on the same page consistently. Is this Zach offense or Raheem offense? It's a combine. both of those guys were pass game coordinators, so they kind of work together when it comes down to this Falcons passing game and this Falcons offense. But Zach Robinson is the one that's essentially, you know, running a lot of his concepts. But it's a combined effort, but it's more so Zach Robinson that it is um, Raheem's offense. I think Troy Anderson and Braylon Trice is supposed to be coming off of the IR at some point. But I think, like I said, like I said, I think, like I said, when it comes down to like the Falcons, it just comes down to consistency. Because we've seen what they can do defensively and offensively. They can put up numbers. They can stop teams. Obviously, we were seeing with Minnesota, they can actually stop teams. So it just comes down to consistency. Like we can't continue to kick all these field goals. We got to score touchdowns, and I know Drew love that. Bijan and Tyler two different players, and like I said, it's main is any for anybody. It comes down to this comes down to just preference. Like some people like more power backs, and some people like backs that are all around backs. And I think, like I said, I think they both fit well in what we want to do. When we need to close the game out, we know we got that beast in the back, and Tyler Algier to close the game out. But Bijan Robinson is to ignite the offense. See, this is what the Falcons have that a lot of teams don't have. They don't have that. Like Detroit have it with Gibbs and Montgomery, but like a lot of teams don't have that. Where they have a back to ignite things, and then they have a power back to kind of end it. We have all that. Nah, that this is not gonna happen. Like you're not gonna get 40 carries from two backs. I mean, you saw it in Tampa. You saw it. What was it? I forgot what game it was, but they had 200. May have been a Vikings game, but like you're not gonna see backs get 20 carries. We need our defense to get takeaways and get stops on third down in order for this to happen consistently. So this won't be a consistent thing. The X factor against Josh Allen. Well, it's not gonna be. It's just gotta be the front seven. You're not gonna stop Josh Allen with one person. It has to be the front seven. Everybody got to get in on this dude because, like I said, he's a problem throwing the ball as well as getting out. So you got to hit Josh. No one player is gonna stop this dude. Nah, Jacoby Myers. Nah, we good on that. We don't. We look. We got a Darnell Mooney, bro. We good. Come to Tampa. We can show y'all how to score touchdowns. That's real cute. Uh, I mean, you can't blame special teams missing kicks a coach problem. That's not a coaching problem. That's a player. That's an execution problem. Like guys missing kicks, like guys missing field goals and kicks. That's not a coach problem. That's an execution on the player's behalf problem. Do you think Penix is not on the center because he's not used to it? I've, look, y'all got to get like I'm not saying you, but y'all got to get over this. This league is no longer what it used to be. Okay, get over it. And I'm talking about these old ass football players from the 80s and the 90s that just won't get over the fact that football is different now. You're going to be in the gun and you're going to be in the pistol. Get over it. Okay, it's not happening. You don't see quarterbacks in this league under center often. It doesn't happen. No, it has nothing to do. It's just where the concept, the how guys design defense is designed for speed and stopping the pass. And the thing with a quarterback, I've said this time and time again, when you're under center, you turn your back to the defense, which gives the defense, if they run in zone blitz coverages and concepts, the quarterback turns his back to the defense, and then when he turns his head, he'll throw the ball, but somebody may have dropped in a space that was previously occupied, but because you turn your head, you don't see that. So with the shotgun, it eliminates the quarterback turning his head to the defense, which speeds up. Again, it speeds up his ability to get rid of the ball. It's all about speeding up the process. So under center is another, it's a completely different. And the thing being under center, that's a problem, is if you're not running the ball well, it's not effective anyway. You're just doing that basically for no reason. If you're not running the ball, but you constantly under center, being under center and not throwing the ball, like and not running the ball doesn't make a lot of sense. But that's over with. Like most of our big games and big yards has come because the pistol. I don't understand why. You look at last night with the Chiefs, Jags, they were constantly in gun. Patrick Mahomes is getting back into his rhythm because he's in the gun. They're spreading things out. They're in shotgun formation. It speeds up the process for the quarterback to get rid of the ball. So being under the center, it actually takes longer. And it gives the defense the advantage because he turns it and he hold on to the ball. And like Corey said, like guys are too fast for that now. Ski, what's going on? And this right here, this is it. Like I said, we gonna see. But like I said, the thing is with it, like I said, I'm not really worried about Buffalo. I'm more worried about stopping Josh Allen, and I think that's the thing with Josh Allen. You know, we just got to stop him. We stopped them from running. I think offensively, I don't think defensively they can match up with what we do. Long we take care of the ball, they can't match up with what we do offensively. I think we can outscore them, but like I said, it's just containing Josh Allen. We can't allow him to keep getting these first downs and extending drives with his legs. We can't give him second and third chances. We got a tackle will stop him and stop the running, and we got it. we like I said, as long as you get after the quarterback, you good. That's why I said, like, I think we match up defensively with everybody. Like I think we got a good enough linebacking crew, safety, DBs to match up with them. So I think we actually match up well with them. But the thing is, if you don't get after the quarterback, you don't tackle well, you keep giving them chance to extend the plays by not tackling well. Cause that's why a lot of teams, and you saw it last night with the Chiefs, they lost because they didn't tackle well. If you don't tackle well and you give quarterbacks time to extend the plays with their legs, you're gonna lose. This is where football is. They got crazy athletes out here now. So, like I said, at the end of the day, you don't tackle well and you don't get them off the field and turn the ball over, you're gonna fail. You're gonna lose. So the Falcons just gotta do Drew talk about all the small details. But we good. Like I said, we're good. And at the end of the day, like I'm not nervous about this game because like I said, I honestly think we're just a better team than the Bills. I think we're a better team than the Bills. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see about it. Um, but let me get back to I got a video coming for you guys. Got a video coming out. I'm gonna get my keys to victory and a video coming out today. So y'all stay tuned for that. But Sonya, how you doing, girl? Everybody who support the brand, like I said, man, we do what we do, and if it's not for you, unsubscribe. Don't watch us. Don't support us if it's not for you. And that, my friends, is the bottom line. Cause Mad Mike said so. But like trying his best to troll. Like I said, man, we got about 10 plus games left in the season. It's a long season. Okay? Relax a little buddy. Okay, relax a little buddy. We good. He trying so hard. He trying so hard. And Noah, like I said, before I go, it's all about tackling. You don't tackle these quarterbacks, they can extend drives and give you more downs. And the last thing that you wanted the defense to give quarterbacks of the day and offenses of the day second and third chances to extend drives. You don't want that. So you got to tackle well. That right there is the bottom line because Mad Mike says so. Y'all continue to support your boy here, Mad Mike Sports. That's all I got to say about that. Peace.
Put your eyes back in your head.
Like flavor.
Pry their eyes open and force them to see the truth. We will skin the sheep and sacrifice the weak. The unholy alliance has arrived.